He spent my entire life resenting a truth he refused to see. My father used to work in the military. He left my mother during her pregnancy and stayed away for a good 2 years after I was born. So when he returned, he found a 2-year-old son waiting for him, me. He was immediately convinced I wasn't his. Instead, he believed I was the son of a neighbor who had been helping my mother during that time. My mother never agreed to a paternity test. She told him bluntly she hadn't cheated, he had no proof, no logical reason to accuse her. If he couldn't trust her, the marriage would be over, and he could sign away half of everything and move on. He could have taken the test without her approval, but he didn't. People said he loved her deeply, but it didn't matter. In his eyes, I was the living, breathing evidence of betrayal, and he hated me for it. He never allowed me to call him dad, never hugged me, never picked me up. I was nothing but an eyesore. Somehow, despite everything, they stayed married, but I grew up watching them fight because of me. It was always the same. He'd do something cold or distant, my mother would call him out, the shouting would start, and eventually, she would break down crying, screaming that he still didn't trust her after all these years. He'd apologize to her, comfort her, promise it would change, but it never did. Despite it all, my mother tried to take care of me, at least until my brother Jack was born when I was 11. After that, it all got worse. Not that they beat me or screamed at me. I had food, clothes, tuition, a roof over my head, but the love, the affection, that was gone. My mother stopped sticking up for me. She chose peace, avoided the fights, avoided me. At dinner, he'd talk about my son Jack while I sat right there. At first, my mother would correct him, gently reminding him, "Evan is your son too, honey." Later, she just changed the subject or stayed silent. When meeting new people, he'd say, "This is my son Jack, and this is Evan," like I was just some kid hanging around. He never came to any of my events. No school plays, no award ceremonies, nothing. In our tiny town, whispers followed me. "Isn't that the illegitimate boy?" Poor guy, they said, sacrificing for his country while his wife was fooling around. It was no surprise to anyone that I planned to leave the moment I turned 18, and neither of them objected. My mother said, "You should visit us sometimes," but with the sadness of someone who knew I wouldn't. My father? He just said that once I was an adult, I needed to stand on my own, make my own fortune, and not expect anything from him. I turned 18 on March 27th and planned to leave at the end of April. I had a friend in another state who offered me a place to crack. I'd saved a little money, not much, but enough to last a few months. Before I left, I needed closure. I demanded a paternity test. My mother reluctantly agreed. And of course, you already know what it said. I was his son all along. My mother's in full "I told you so" mode now. My father? He's devastated, realizing he wasted my entire life hating me for nothing. Now he's begging me to stay. He's crying, apologizing, saying he made a terrible mistake and wants to make it up to me. But I'm not budging. I'm not telling him which state I'm moving to. I'm not giving him my number. I'm not giving him my address. He didn't want those things before. He doesn't get them now. I told him I would never speak ill of him to my future children. I would simply never mention him at all. I promised him he would never see my face again, and I intend to keep it. Desperate, he's been telling everyone about the paternity test, trying to get them to pressure me into staying. Now people are saying I'm being cruel, that he just made a mistake, that it's not really his fault. But to me, the damage was done a long, long time ago.